Okay, good morning. We are back on Project House Build this week and we are literally on the home straight. I have just had the pretty much entire month of August off for my big 4-0 birthday. I know you guys aren't going to believe that. You don't think I look a day over 30, but I am actually 40.
You serious?
So we've had a whole month of celebrations, but while we've been away and doing that, the guys here have done an immense amount of work to try and finish the house off and get the last bits over the line. We've basically got 2 days left roughly for Ash and Smithy to come and finish the finishing touches of the painting, the last bits of the skirting, the cornice around the kitchen. So them bits will be done this week. And then we're starting to look at when we are going to do the big grand reveal. There is going to be a grand reveal today though, because front porch, we have kept a secret all the way till now. The back porch is going on as we speak. At the minute, around the front of the house, we've got Ditty the Digger Driver that smashed the tree the last time he was here. He's made up for it because that tree has now sprouted and has another little tree this tall, so I'm pleased with that. We've got a ruck of topsoil coming in now and we're just going to cap all that off with nice fluffy topsoil, and then I've got the chap coming in with his fancy stone burying machine later on this month, all being well weather-wise, and he's going to stone bury all that. We'll get it seeded. I want that seeded up basically before the bad weather comes in, so that then is starting to grow its grass through the winter. Come spring, we should be getting back to some form of normality outside and looking nice. This side of the drive is now basically becoming our dumping ground of all our topsoil materials and stuff that we want to finish off. So we've got some muck that we've got to go round back into the borders that Papa G is just stripping the last of the vegetables out of now. He's going to put some muck in that, we're going to fork it in, and then that'll be set for the winter months, ready for next year. This then here, we've got to strip this off. As you can see, there's an element that we were able to mow, there is an element that we have not been because it's been so rutted up. So this retaining wall that's gone in there is going to retain the ground as it comes through at that level and go slightly higher. And then I'm still at a loss really as to what we're doing just at the back end there where the tarmac is and where the existing house is. So that, I've got a planning meeting coming up which we're going to discuss, because like I said before, that rotten old stable block in the background, I want that down and I want that rebuilt here so it keeps everything nice and tidy and we can open that back end back up to a field then. A couple of other bits of this week and big ones for us as well. We've had the air test done on the house, which was absolutely spot on, exactly what we were looking for. If you remember, we haven't got the trickle vents on the windows, we've got the heat recovery system, so obviously they have to block that off when they do the pressure test. But the pressure test has been done and I can't remember the exact number, we'll put it on here. But that number, whatever that number is, that's what it should have been. This is what it's come out to be. So we are bang on exactly right. Next thing as well, which was a massive thing, before we can officially move in, we've got to have the rubber stamp from building regs. So they have been out, they've done their final inspection this week. There was basically two bits. There was one door that we hadn't yet hung. I didn't want it hung until we'd finished going in and out with all of our stuff. Unfortunately, to get sign off, we needed that rubber stamp on the door. So we've had to put the door on now, which again, it's not the end of the world, we can work around it. The other thing that they wanted finished was they wanted a commissioning certificate for the heat recovery system, which means that JDC, they've installed all of that, and what they've got to do is come back with the calibrated bit of almost like measuring equipment for measuring how much airflow is going through each vent into each room. They've got to take their measurements, we've got to provide them. Technically, I don't think we had to do that. James from JDC doesn't think that we had to do that because that wasn't in when we put our house in for building regs. So that shouldn't have really mattered for us. However, building regs wanted it, and if they want it, they've got to have it to give us that rubber stamp. So them are the last bits that have been done, and like I say, we're just finishing off, which is fantastic news, and also it's shit, because that means I have to now sort my wardrobe out, which Edwina has been going on to me forever and a day, that I need to sort my wardrobe out and get rid of the clothes that no longer fit me. This is going to be the most ridiculous job, because there's a lot of clothes that I've got. You guys mainly see me in this as this all I really ever wear, so work clothes are fine, but all of my other clothes, they will fit again one day. I know that, that's why I've kept them for the last 10 years. In fact, I still even think I've got some stuff from when I was at school, because I might fit into that again one day. So it's a shit job. I am not looking forward to doing that, but at the same time, it does give us the opportunity to get rid of all the crap we don't actually want and move the stuff in. So like I say, although the house is nearly there on the inside, there is still a fair amount to do outside. We haven't finished the garage. We've got the porcelain to do on the outside. We've got the planters to clad. We've still got all the outside to landscape. We've got the walls to finish. There's still an immense amount of work to do before the weather turns. But although originally I wanted to make sure all of that work was done before we could move in, now we've had building reg stamp, I'm going to be the same as every other customer. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I want us to get in and start making it a home, basically. So really looking forward to that. And regarding that grand reveal, like I say, that's going to come later. So this week is all going to be about a little bit going on around the garden, bits and bobs being sorted out on the outside of the house, and all about them porches. So if you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and I want Clayton to drop me a filthy dirty beat and show me the manufacturing, the installation of them bespoke porches that Wayne has been making in his workshop and erecting here, and then finish off with a nice bit of tranquil music of the finished porch. Boom.